YouTube, what is going on, and welcome to the 4th episode of my Boca Juniors career mode. In today's episode, we're going to be playing 3 Barclays Premier League games and also finishing up all our business in the transfer window. So we start off with a game against Manchester United. You see the squad right here, and it would start off with United on the attack. It's Powell on the ball, giving it up to Smalling. Smalling gets the ball right back and has the shot, and it's a good save by our goalkeeper, Willie Caballero, keeping it at 0-0. United would have another corner right here. It's a diving save by Caballero. Falls to Rooney. Rooney somehow keeps it in, puts it in the center, back to Powell, and he scores the goal. And Nick Powell does give Manchester United the lead at our own stadium against Boca Juniors. He does give the Red Devils the lead, and United are scoring goals, something they can't really seem to be doing in real life right now, but in the video game, they are doing just fine doing that, as we are down 1-0, so very disappointed to concede our first goal of the season, but we are on the attack right now with Freddie Guarin playing through ball to Nicolas Gaitan, and oh my, Nicolas Gaitan, take a bow. That was an epic volley right there on his favored left foot, as Nicolas Gaitan does tie the game in the 29th minute, making it Boca Juniors 1 and Manchester United 1. Let's see this one more time. Guarin plays over the top through ball, and it's a fantastic volley by the Argentine winger, and he does tie the game for Boca Juniors. We now go into a Manchester United attack with Bastian Schweinsteiger playing it through to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw to Wayne Rooney. Rooney has the hit on the first time, and Waza Wayne Rooney does make it Manchester United 2 and Boca Juniors 1. So very disappointing to go down twice in this game, as Luke Shaw did make a very solid attack and feeds through Wayne Rooney as he does score the goal. And United would look to double their lead with Ashley Young running down the wing. He looks to whip it across. He does whip it across. It's a good one. Oh my, it's off the bar. Could have given us a lot of trouble, but it does go out, and we do end the first half down 2-1, so very disappointing to start the second half down 1 goal, but I do feel like we can score the goals to get us right back into the game. But United would have an attack right here with Bastian Schweinsteiger on the ball right now. He plays through Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney has the shot. Wayne Rooney scores, but it's offside. So, unfortunately, for the Englishman, Wayne Rooney, he would be denied his second goal by the offsides flag. And we would have an attack right here with Christian Melli on the attack. He's dribbling it down, plays through Nicolas Gaitan. Gaitan sees Carlos Tevez. It's a poor defensive breakdown. It's Carlos Tevez against the goalie, and he's going to score that 9 times out of 10, as Carlos Tevez does make it Boca Juniors 2 and Manchester United 2, as it was a very poor defensive lapse from the United center back, goes right off him, and it gives Tevez the easy finish past the Manchester United goalkeeper, and it does tie the game for us. It would be United on the attack right now with Wayne Rooney on the ball. Plays back to Carrick, back to Wayne Rooney. Rooney running down the wing. He has a burst of pace. It's still Wayne Rooney. Rooney still dribbling the ball. Plays it through to Valencia. Valencia plays it through to Thiago. Thiago brings it down. Plays through to Ashley Young. Ashley Young has the shot, and it's a huge save by Willie Caballero. And United would have another attack in the 82nd minute. It's Ashley Young playing through Wayne Rooney. Rooney has the shot. Rooney scores the goal, and this time he is not denied by the offsides flag. And Wayne Rooney does make it Manchester United 3 and Boca Juniors 2. So very disappointing to go down for a third time in this game, and it doesn't look like we have enough time to come back from this one, and we do not. So very unfortunate to lose our first game in the series after we won our first game against Bournemouth. So that's our first loss. Disappointing, but I knew it was going to happen eventually. So better to get it out of the way now. And we do get a transfer offer from Manchester City for a guy we're kind of trying to sell in Leandro Acosta, and we do counter $4 million, and they do accept that. And also Christian Pavon will be going out on a 2-year loan to Norwich City, so the 19-year-old right winger should be able to get some more game time on the Norwich City club. We now go into our second match of today's episode out of the 3, and we do play Crystal Palace in this one. And we start off with throw-in for Boca Juniors. It's Brandon Galloway on the attack. He's playing his first game for Boca, as this man, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who has a big strike, and it is saved by the Palace goalkeeper. We would have another attack led by Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek on the ball plays back to Galloway. Those two working together very well so far. It's Damari Gray, loses it, gets it back to Tevez. Tevez stops. Tevez plays through Damari Gray. Damari Gray on the ball right now, cutting to the inside. It's Damari Gray, and Damari Gray does give Boca Juniors the lead against Crystal Palace with a fantastic right-footed shot right past the goalkeeper, Speroni. He had no chance, as it was some very solid build-up play from Boca. Tevez with a killer pass to Damari Gray, and he does make a nice quick move to the corner and does make it Boca Juniors 1 and Crystal Palace 0. But Palace would have another attack right after our goal. It's Connor Wickham scoring the goal, tying the game up for Palace. So very disappointing to concede within 2 minutes of scoring the goal as Jason Punchin plays through Connor Wickham, and he does slot it home to make it Boca Juniors 1 and Crystal Palace 1. So now Palace would have another attack. It's a ball through to Wickham looking for his second goal, and if it wasn't for a great save by Caballero, he would have his second goal of the first half, and that would be the end of the first half. So a solid first half, not the best, not the worst. Really want to get these 3 points in this game. That would be very crucial. 6 points from 3 games is not bad at all. That would be Carlos Tevez on the attack right now for Boca Juniors. He's out muscling the defender. It's Tevez going all the way, stops, turns. Carlos Tevez does the shot. Oh, it's a very poor one as it's right at the goalie. But Damari Gray is on the attack right now. He somehow keeps it in bounds. It's a poor slide challenge from the Crystal Palace man. He does a ball roll back inside to Tevez. Tevez has the shot. Oh my. It's a very odd goal. I know it goes into the back of the net. Looked like it was a deflection or something as Carlos Tevez does give us the lead right here in this game. But some brilliant play by Damari Gray scoring the first goal and setting up this one. And yes, it was a very poor deflection from, I believe it was Scott Dan. And it does mess up Speroni as it goes off his back. Keeper had no chance with the deflection, and we do have the lead for a second time today. But Crystal Palace would attack again. It's a header back down and back inside to Jason Punchin, and Jason Punchin does tie the game for Crystal Palace and does make it 2-2. So unfortunately, unlike the United game, United went up twice and then we tied it up. This game we've gone up twice and Palace have tied it up, and unfortunately Palace have another attack right here. It's going to be Punchin on the corner, but it is cleared by Caballero. We could counterattack right here. It's Damari Gray. Damari Gray goes around the defender. Could this be a chance for a third contribution for a goal for Damari Gray? It's Damari Gray running all alone, one-on-one with the goalie. It's Damari Gray. Oh, it's off the post. That was a huge chance. That falls to Andy Chavez. Chavez makes a move, going inside, has the shot, and it is deflected and cleared. And it does not look like we are going to get the 3 points. Could be Palace with Cabai on the attack right now. Cabai has the shot. It's saved. Wickham has the open goal, and it's a very poor effort by Connor Wickham. Has a wide open goal after Cabai's shot was very well saved. And that would be the end of the game. So a 2-2 draw, a pretty fair result. Both teams had plenty of chances to win this game, but neither could took it. But now it's time for the big game of this episode. The game against River Plate. A huge rivalry game, which we need to be able to win and get the 3 points and get back on a good run of form. Adam Henley did have a strike right there. That was saved by Lux, but then it all went bad. Alexis Sanchez is around on the wing right now for River Plate. He's dribbling it down. Still Alexis Sanchez, the Chilean winger, dribbled inside. His shot is saved, but it falls to Roberto Pereira, and he does slot home the rebound to give River Plate the lead at La Bombera, and does make it River Plate 1 and Boca Juniors 0. So definitely not the start we wanted to make in this game, as unfortunately for us, we do go down in this game as it was just a really poor goal to concede. Sanchez is dribbling it through. It gets deflected. The ball is going harmlessly wide, but Willie Caballero had some reason to clear it, and he does clear it, and it's 1-0. River Plate would have another attack right here with Pereira on the ball. He's dribbling. He's going to play through to Vangoni. Vangoni back to Pereira. Back to Vangoni. And Vangoni does make it River Plate 2 and Boca Juniors 0. As the left back does slot home near post past Willie Caballero. That just can't be happening if you're a goalkeeper. Getting beat by a left back at the near post is just very poor. The first goal I could understand you're trying to stop his shot. But this one really has to do better if we are going to beat River Plate, who have a lot of attacking threats with the transfers that we have made, because of players that used to play for the club, like Higuain, and also guys like Alexis Sanchez. But River Plate have another attack right here, and I'm not really sure who scores this goal. I believe it was Krankverer, but he does score the goal to make it River Plate 3 and Boca Juniors 0, and it looks like we will be having a very poor start to this rivalry, and we will be taking this one as a loss, as you can see right here, Matthias Kranviter. Never heard of this guy, but he is playing. He might play for River Plate in real life. He's definitely not a former player. but it would be Eric Lamela on the ball in the second half for River Plate. He's dribbling it through a bunch of players. So Lamela going all the way. Lamela has the shot, and Eric Lamela scores the goal to make it River Plate 4 and Boca Juniors 0, as everything has gone wrong for Boca Juniors today in a huge rivalry game. This is not the time where you want to have defensive breakdowns and just poor offensive play, not really getting any chances even, and Eric Lamela does score the goal. The fifth shot for River Plate on target is the fourth goal. That's just not a good enough goalkeeping. And we'd have an attack right here with Lucas Romero getting the steal on the ball right now. Romero run down the wing, plays through to Damari Gray. Gray has a nice turn. Gray going all the way. Gray has this shot, and Damari Gray scores the goal. And if there's any bright spot to take from this episode, it's that Damari Gray is playing well. As he does score the goal, it doesn't mean anything. We still lose 4-1. Very disappointed to start off this huge rivalry, which this series is all about, with a 4-1 loss. But Damari Gray was fantastic, and that will wrap it up for this episode of the Boca Juniors Career Mode. If you
Crystal Palace 1, Manchester City 4, Watford 1, Newcastle United.